Well, hello everyone and welcome yourselves back on into Manor Lords. Now let me tell you a few things. Firstly, I'm a legend and my people love me. I think we're finally there, right? That's why I'm saying it, because actually we're in the green and this one is growing again. So 275 population in our main. Looking rather beautiful. We're in February and we actually have a good surplus of food now and somewhat variety as well. And then over in our second Selbit settlement, they're very happy. We're about to hit 100 over here. And if I just hover over, we're in good standing. We've got lots of money still. So 310 now in regional wealth. So we're doing pretty well. Over here, we're just exporting planks, importing the 10 roof tiles. So I'm saving the money for that, ready for tier 3. But we're well underway to get in both our roof tiles and bread over here. As you can see, we've got 16 bread, so we've got our first lot there. So everything's kind of good to go. We just need a few more in the old, these guys upgraded. And if we just check, it'll be because the food is going. But honey is coming in. And it's looking pretty good, I think. And that is a really good point. We don't want to be. That needs to be upgraded, but I'll do it in a second. I don't want either of those in there. I want these going straight over here. I might do a separate storage for that. And maybe I can keep ale there because I can have that kind of doing its thing. I'll get the pub in over here, but let's get that granary upgrade and we'll be all good. But I hope you're all good, guys. Welcome yourselves back in. Thank you for being here. As always, really, really appreciate it. All the likes, all that stuff. Does me the world of good. So thank you for that. And as I said, I think we're going to still try and get some eggs in the smaller plots that we've built. I got people laughing at me and taking the mick for my choice of how I'm building. I don't really understand why. You must be new here. Because I've got a lot of hours. I got about 100 hours in the game. I know how to play. Although, yeah, people laugh at my layout, right? I like my layout. Beauty over everything. I say it every time. It's the most important thing. At the moment, though, we do have ale issues, which we are working on. We've got a lot of trade happening, and they're struggling. I may even get a third traders post in, but we need to wait for more population before we can kind of handle that, and then we'll ramp that up as well. And we're going to have to keep paying the Wayward Sons, but we are working on it. So what I'm going to do is just see if there's any bandit camps, which there is. We're going to go deal with that one with a free coin. So let's get you out. And what you're going to do, I'm just going to send these straight in for the attack. I don't want you running, though. No, it's gone. Perfect. So we'll let those kind of deal with that. We'll take the extra for our treasury. We're taxing in both zones now, so it should be okay. And yeah, we're really starting to get going here. So we've got both of those two going. I don't know whether I want the third in here. We do need to turn on the malt house, though, because we've got malt still sat in the farmhouse. Hopefully that gets transported over. We should see that after they've got their supplies. But they will complain about water as well. So it's important to get a well, if you can, nearby. Our problem is, as you can see, the closest we have is actually like here, so we'll just have to kind of leave that. I'm not moving it, it'll do. And we are now into March. So as you can see, we get, how much did we get? 60 plus 23, 83 at the moment per month, and it's 373. We're in the negative. So actually, we're okay on earnings. We just need to get back up a bit. Oh, what happened? The Wayward Sons were broken. You can't just leave them stood out anymore. Interesting. Okay. So how do I put them away then? I guess we have to wait for next month then. That's weird. There's no way of like garrisoning them, is there? Unless I garrison them inside of my manor house bit. That could be what we do. Yeah, if you remember, guys, the rye, it does go bad pretty quickly. So actually, we're going to need to maybe go crop rotation 1 per year. And then it might be worth us, like, for example, the ones that have a second year might be beneficial just doing something else like wheat. Because at least you get the full rotation there. I did, obviously, there was mention of getting in the, what's it called? Second year. These guys are good. So we'll kind of just do wheat and rye. Rye and wheat. Perfect. And then the 2 fallow, we'll leave rye and wheat. There's some green over here, so we can just use wheat as well. But we'll see if we can kind of make that better. As you can see, it's going to be a low yield. We do still have some in. And we're still working on the sheep. So we have 66 sheep/lambs. So we're going to be butchering those really soon, but not yet. I need a second butcher, and I'm not going to do it. I want probably sheep numbers to be 100-ish. I want to film most of these before we kind of go down that route. And as you can see over here, we have that. So we're going to make a brewery extension to produce ale from that one. And we're going to want to get a pub. Now, there's not that much point in it yet. But there is some good news. It will snap. Hopefully I can get it this way. There you go. I can fit it right in there. And we'll have to just bring the road. A little mini crossroad there just going into the pub as well. So we'll get that one in. Just for that section, we should be good. And obviously we did take over this zone as well. I'm not going to play with this one yet. I may never actually use this one. I'm not sure. I want to use this. We'll have to see. All right, here we go. We're going to send them straight in. And we'll set them on push forward. Just try and wipe these out really quickly. It shouldn't take them long. There we go. And part of me is thinking just to leave this, but I do want to kind of level it. We're okay marketplace-wise. We did actually lose one. That's unfortunate. Go to the treasury then, so we're in a bit of a surplus. It's only 116, so it's not even kind of worth the hassle, really. So we're just coming into the trade for Nuzlo right now. And as you can see, the current year, we're actually making 185 gold now. And it's because we haven't bought in any bread, as you can see. So the only thing we're kind of buying in is ale. Now, we're going to be able to get that from the neighboring town, hopefully soon. Yeah, we'll see, though. Yeah, so as I was saying before, my dog got very excited. Apologies. We're okay. That's all I'm going to put it down to, really. There's nothing in production tab yet. Although we probably want to do the same. Just have a look at trade. Can I? Okay, I might have to be actually over sell bits. Then click it. Yep. Make 182 per year at the moment. We're not importing anything. I'm going to try and keep this one away from imports as much as possible. Royal tax increase. But yeah, hopefully we'll be all right. We're making, what's that, 99 per month now? So pretty good on the taxes, and maybe able to reduce them a little bit further. And I think I see 9 ale down there, guys. So actually, we've got our first lot in. But first, we need our thingies. I need to unlock the trade route for those. Now, what is our deposits? Might be worth grabbing that salt as well. It's probably get us up money-wise on the other one. But yeah, we have 223. I could have made the clay myself, but I didn't want to go that far. We're going to need more houses too, but mainly want to upgrade them first. What is the issue with firewood? Let me take a look here. You guys struggling? We might need to separate them out. Let's try one more. See if we can get another firewood stall out just to kind of get this going. There we go. Firewood stall's good. Clothing. We need a second one. So just need a bit more leather. Am I still hunting over here as well? I am. Did I turn off the... Nope. I think the tannery's still running, so we just need to be patient, and then we'll be able to upgrade them. I think in the meantime, then, we'll get a couple more bigger farmhouses. We're getting a lot of veg from this this settlement, as you can see. So, actually, that might be the surplus item we kind of sell, you know? Right here, though, it would be beneficial to get... Oh, you can get some weird houses here. I kind of wanted a... No, that's rubbish. See, I wanted this to be here and then spin that around. I could probably spin it. Nope. I know what the problem is. We need to go like that. I absolutely love the obscurity buildings, so I'm going to do 2 there. 1 large, 1 normal, and we'll get those carrots going. You'll notice as you upgrade them and they get the more families into the house, they are more efficient as well. As you can see, we're going to be pretty good here. So I'm going to try and up this. Just need to, yeah, as I say, get the families going. I think it's probably even more worth getting even more houses in. And we want to continue to probably, let's have a look what we have. I might do 1 farm here. Nice long one there. We can get 2, but we'll do 1 large. And then over here, if I want to do it there, I might leave 1 more storage. Yeah, let's just go there. That's fine. This settlement isn't going to be huge, so let's get 2 more in there as well, and they can be somewhat mini kind of gardens as well, doubled up. Then we should be all right. And as soon as that one's built, I will get that one expanded. We just need 2 logs. And I'll say I will get the veggies in both of those straight away as we've got the coins. I'm hoping we've got our roof tiles in now. Not quite. Which we're going to need logs as well. We've got 5 of them in, and then we just need logs. So I need to probably slow down the timber. Or get another person signed to the logging camp. So let's just do that. Yep, they're happy. Let's get you disbanded. Let's keep it going over here. I see the numbers going up on our livestock, which is always nice. And population kind of increasing somewhat. We may need some more houses. I still see some empty, so we don't need to worry too much. We got our dyer's workshop in, which we said we will get. So now that's built, I'm going to set a production limit of 10 with a berry reserve of 10 as well. We should see, yeah, we've got 220. We've got plenty that we can use. And yeah, we're going to start building out another clothing item, which we will possibly sell also. I think it might be time to get that second fuel shed in. I think mainly, I'm not sure whether I want to take these guys out, but I'm going to see if it makes firewood store. It should do. Let's have a look. Yep, firewood store has gone in. Perfect. And we are good. And I see 41 ale in. Plenty of shoes. And another one, actually, you guys did mention was herbs. Sell more herbs. That's actually such a good shout. I don't know what it comes under. I don't think I've ever sold them in my life. Okay, under crafting material. It's a really cheap route. Doesn't make a lot of money, but realistically, how many people are going to get ill? Let's go down to 80. And our numbers are slowly increasing again now as well. And now we have enough for the wooden church. So I'm going to pop that straight for upgrade. So the commission is in, and that will change the course of this settlement. I'm not going to assign anyone else until we're good to go. And there we go. We can get some more tier 2s now. And food. Yeah, veggies much more healthy over here, isn't it? Looking really good. I think it might also be worth us. Let's just check out what food is going in. It looks like a lot of honey does go in, which is great. We need to deal with this this fight in a minute. But yeah, if we can scale up these, they definitely work how they used to. All right, so we're going to have to defend. So everyone's ready. We'll send them out. Hopefully they're not sprinting. We are all good. We've got raiders coming in. I reckon we could probably... Don't know if we'll get there in time. We may need to build a graveyard over here because we're about to fight them, right? And I desperately want to get this pushing a little bit more. All right, let me just check this fertility. We are just so good over here, right? We can just put the farms anywhere. I think I'm just going to keep going this way then. I know we've got the mine, and then we'll get some more over here. So we're going to want a farmhouse there, and then maybe another one around here. There's no easy way of me... It would have made sense to get a road through there, wouldn't it? And I can get one on the back of there as well. Although we can use that as a farm. I'm going to put the next farmhouse up here. They should turn and face us here. I'm hoping we don't get caught out here. They should see our enemies and turn and face, not try and burn everything down. Seems to be the case, so I could probably fight them here. Come on, you can get there in time. There's only 3 anyway. It's not... Is it 4? 3 or 4. It's not a big raiding party, so should be okay. Flurry should do pretty good damage. I'm just going to stand them here for now. Just stop them a second so we can actually start shooting. And then we'll bring these out in front. And then to the side. And then these guys will kind of just line up there. Absolutely nailing that one group through the trees there. And then these guys at the back will be fine as well. That's one taken out before it even touches, I think. If they attack them, which is hilarious, they're going to just fail massively. Get stuck in. And there it is, look. It's just insane what can happen from that. Oh, I do love a good fight. It's good fun. Losing a few, but that's okay. Let's get a sprint on. And we're going to push forward into that. And now you're going to get stuck into these. You're going to sprint and push forward. You're going to sprint and push forward. Boom. Clash of Steel will absolutely obliterate these. Let's try and save a few of those from dying, and there we go. Beautiful. Crossbowmen are really, really good. Really, really like them. They are great fun. You guys can just go here. And all right, there's the second family. So let's get one more in the farmhouse. I'm going to start getting this one now. The family's going hungry. Oh, it's just my soldiers. Not a lot I can do about that, guys. I'm really sorry. What I can do is disband you in a moment. You're just fighting the good fight. And there's another bandit camp. We're actually up here now, so I can start sending it towards our settlements. This is where we can start to really make money, which is great. And there we go. I'm finally starting to really just see good amounts of families appearing over here now as well. Let's check in on the marketplace. So we've only got 2 free stalls now. Fuel's back up to 100, which is great. Food is... it's not bad. And clothing is still getting there. So with clothing, let's just check the storehouse. We have officially got some gamesons. So... I don't know whether to get one more in here. I think I will. We'll get one more clothing store up. And then the rest we're going to commit to hopefully getting going. So we've got room for maybe one more food store if we need. And then we're going to need to figure out where we want our next marketplace. Now, I did leave a small patch just in there in case I wanted that. So that could be handy as well. And kind of just move the marketplace over. But they're going to go there either way anyway. So then we need to spend a bit of our cash getting this retinue kind of upgraded as well. I think let's go into this. Let's start by just maxing those to 12 for now. That takes us back under, but not concerned. And with that in now, we're going to move the ale in, and hopefully we're going to be able to, yeah, so as soon as they've got their tavern supply, we're going to hit tier 3 over here now as well, well into 100 pop. So all is good. And I know I said I was going to move these hitching posts. I actually really like them being here, and I'm going to upgrade all of these so we've got space for the future. Quite like them being next to the farms. I think it adds a bit, you know. Resources stolen from the bandits. It is time to die. Right, going to send those straight in. Go deal with that and we'll get some free money once more. We've got enough influence to take 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. You need 10,000 total. We've got 7.6. We've got enough for 3 more zones so far. Almost enough for 4. Influence will keep going up anyway as we kill stuff. And now because we've had to start buying in a bunch of bread again because we're not making it ourselves, we're actually in negative money now. Which is okay. There's a lot of ale we've bought into. So yeah, well, I mean, that's not going to give us a lot. But I think as long as we fix our fields and just make loads of them on singular rotation. I don't know. I need to see what... I think I just need to maybe do that. So fallow, rye, fallow. I'm just going to go through and make sure they are staying fallow for a couple of years. Let's do that. I think we've got everything covered here. I'm just going to double check the farms and then... Yeah, we got them all on rotation. Let's just go ahead and make 3 more instead. And then next year will be good, right? So let's get the rye fertility going. Have to take over this forest, I think. And we've got a bit of sheep fun over here. That's fine. 3. Perfect. Right, 1, 2, 3. There should be more than enough to keep our farms going. So I think that's... We'll just go for the 1 rotation here and see how we get on. And then eventually we might be able to get into some barley, but it is red across the board. It's a bit, not really anything we can do for it. So we're always going to have to trade that. I think as long as we're making bread, the beer can be bought in constantly because we'll never be doing that. So that should be fine. And just looking here now, we're really starting to get just stupid amounts of leather. So we could trade bread for leather into this settlement as well. There we go. Got farmhouses of 3 and 2. So I think we're good. We're slowly getting more in. And we're covered just to harvest and lash out this. So what I'll do with the 3... I might just leave threshing as normal, actually. So both just do it. And I'm seeing the tier 3s still trickling in over here. So I will continue with our extra houses here. This obviously helps us with our money, doesn't it? So there is no harm in doing that. But yeah, we are 9 years in and we're just coming into autumn. So that harvest has now happened. We'll get rid of that. They'll flip over in a second. So just ignore the numbers that you see. A lot of these should be good. And we are now up to 71 sheep. So it's getting there. And we need to decide which one's going to become our butcher. So apiaries, by the way, I'm not sure you ever need more than 1 family inside the apiary. I honestly don't know. So I don't know whether we need to test that as well. But in the meantime, it's going to be all about this. So we got the barley coming in. We've got the windmill. It should be running in a moment. Malt house should be doing its thing. Let's get a fuel reserve in there as well. Is it the bakery that takes water? I can't remember now. I think that's okay though. Yeah, so all of the wheat is inside of one of these. So all those families will go ahead and do that. Barley percentage is never going to be that good. It will take, because it's the second thing of the year, so that's fine. It'll be fallow afterwards though. And then we got wheat and barley there. Cool. Might be worth getting them more in here. So let's grab our Emma fertility. I think it is important that we do get a couple more over here. Let's try and stick to the plot that we want. There we go. 3 farms. Let's get these guys up as well. The quicker we can scale it, all the better we can trade with the other settlements. So let's get it going. Right, we'll have fallow. So we'll go wheat, barley, fallow, fallow, wheat, barley. There we go. Wheat, 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 barley, barley, barley. Cool. Job done. And they'll go ahead and do that in a moment. It's going to flip in a second to October anyway, so hopefully they'll scrap all that, and there it is. They should reset these and go and do the next fields. Thanks, guys. The next family, I will get one more in there, and then hopefully we can start the threshing process. But yeah, hopefully the honey and vegetables just keep us going, because the meat, once again, over here is just no good. And here we go, guys. We are officially going to hit tier 3. We need 3 in total. I'm going to go with the nearest to marketplace first. What do we need? Some more roof tiles. We'll wait for more to come in. That's 2 of 3, and then we should be able to get new points in there as well. And continually able to do it over here too, which is always nice to see. We just need more planks. Now, what I might do is get a permanent livestock assigned to this one now, and we're going to set a reserve of 2. There's always 2 in there to get the planks going. That will help increase saw pit efficiency by a lot, because that's one of the only things we're short on over here. It really looks like those trees have come in now. Look at this place. This looks incredible. Yeah, industry-wise, looking really good. Let's get the rest of these going. And we know the family's going up because they're doing their job over here. So we'll grab our bandit camp here. So the numbers are increasing slowly across the ones we've employed, so... And we are just go to treasury, so I don't need to deal with it because I want to start buying that armor before long. And let's bring those home. It's really nice to see all the houses have stuff in, and we've got 30 ale set in the tavern. It's just so good. That is exactly what I wanted to happen. Now all we need to do is just consider what we want for the last market stall, and I don't think I'm going to make it fuel because that is topping up. I might just get one more food in. We did just get the apple yield in, so everything's looking solid here. And we're getting sausages, everything. So we're finally there. We've actually got 6 in the large granary, so I think it might be time to get another one. So, where do we want to put this? If we're going to build, I don't think I'm going to go that way because of the farmland. Although it would be nice to have farms and then more houses. Kind of makes sense to come this way. So let's go ahead and get one more granary then over here. We're effectively going to mirror what this has. So we're going to turn everything off bar these guys. And kind of get that going in here, I think. And now we should start to see the bakeries working in a moment. Are you threshing yet? Are they still... Ah, they're still finishing. All right, we need more assigned to these. So we want probably 4 and 3 then. Let's try and get all this done. I think the farms are ready. So now they should get to work. They're just sowing the seeds ready for next year. So all is good. That's going to be a big bread yield. It's time for the bakeries, guys. Let's get it going. And then over here, we'll try and get that ale in. I'm not going to do ale to level these up until I'm kind of making it myself. But there it is. We're going to start to see all the goodies coming in. Look at that. Grain and then flour. Let's just check in. And there's the bread. Transporting that in. Getting cracking with the bread straight away. I think we should see quite a good amount with that. And it'll help us get the rest of the stuff up, which is great. Now, one of the things we might want to consider then is going to be a 3rd family into the large granary. Just to transport this food a bit quicker. Because they're a bit slow. And we're going to need more families in. So we've got a couple of houses spare, but I don't want to use any more. So over here, we're going to get a couple more in. Let's just fill this. See if we can get... What can we get here? 1, 2, 3. Let's go for 2 and 2. That'll be fine. That's 4 families we can fit there. And then let's see if there's any we can kind of upgrade to keep it going. I don't think there is. And there's another food store. So I'm hoping that extra family will help us get the food across into the granary that little bit quicker. Because this place has grown pretty quickly. Plenty of treasury now. We're on the 8k influence. So we can take 4 zones. 5 total to complete the game. But I definitely want to go and get... It's going to be this one, then this one, I think. And I probably... I'm trying to think. Will I build on here? It's not... I think that's going to be another farm zone. So we could bread there. But over here, I desperately want to. Because this is just going to be all about the shoal of fish, I'm hoping. And we'll see how... I just want to see how well they do. Alright, we got 1 free location. And do I want to commit that to food? Probably. Let's go ahead and unassign the stuff we don't want in there. And let's go ahead and get 1 family in that granary. And that'll give us our last food store, hopefully. Hopefully those people will go and get some goods and set up a stall. There we go. They got their first sausage. All right, that wasn't enough bread to sustain this plus trading some with the other place. So I'm going to trade leathers out for this. Although, look at all that. We have a lot actually coming in. Let's see how many we can get out of this. Let's also get a 4th family in that farmhouse. And then I might go ahead and try. I see that you can keep it consistent if you put 2 in each. Let's see if this one can produce more than before. I reckon it can. Because I'm seeing the family disappear and then another one coming in. So I want to see if this consistently gives us more honey with the 2. The only way we can find out is if the houses get it and we have a surplus, right? If that's the case, and I don't mind keeping them in there. I think the best way to do it is monitor it this way, right? Bandit camp we'll sort in a moment. So let's see how more frequently this one has honey in than this one. Okay, so I've been watching. The answer is yes. However, it's not 100% more efficient, even though we've got 100% more people in, if that makes sense. So we are only getting probably 50% more efficiency for having the second one in. So based on that, you're better off building more apiaries and having 1 family in each. That's good to know. So what I'm going to do is get 1 more in. So we'll get this over here. And then you don't want to upgrade to candles, by the way. So my understanding is if you make candles from the development tree, you will then need the second family in there to sell them, right? And the reason for that is they waste time making candles from the wax and transporting rather than just dealing with honey. I do remember that much. So yeah, we'll get 1 more in here. Hopefully that'll be the answer we need. But yeah, the great thing about it is the honey is sustaining this whole settlement. We always have some, if that makes sense. We always have some, which is exactly what you want. Now, what I'm going to do over here, these are also going to go ahead and be small farms. I have no problems with that. I'm not going to upgrade you yet. But yeah, no problems with those being farms. We're going to have a lot of wheat for the next run and a lot of barley. So this is really going to come in wonderfully. And then if we just check here, things are looking pretty healthy. We're going to need another clothing stall at some point. So I think I'm going to actually transport or make a new storehouse. And this storehouse is going to be the clothing one. Okay, so what I'll do is remove them from here. I think we've got to probably move the clothing store somehow. But what we'll do is leave them as is. These ones, as we assign them, will be firewood now, no matter what. And then we'll get these guys with just holding the other goods. If I look at bread, I've got 90 over here. There's definitely a good amount to sustain. So we've got 46 houses. So that's, what, 2 months worth of bread at the moment. Doesn't sound that good, but the marketplace already has some. So you're looking at 3 or 4 months of bread we can produce from these. If I look, they do all have bread in the houses. So good to know. What we'll do is come into here. Let's turn off everything, bar the clothing items. And then what that does mean is this one will be clothing stores. So I'm going to go ahead and assign 1 to that. Hopefully they'll go ahead and get the clothing in. And I'll probably move the clothing family over. So I just need to... which one's peddling what? I'm fairly certain it's the second family. So just going to look. We have them here. So I'm going to reassign to that large storehouse there. And that should get all the clothing in. And then what I'll do over here... They just changed that into a firewood store. What the hell? Nope, we're okay. I'll unassign clothing. There we go. Hopefully they will get assigned to here. I'll make that very high. And that should fix... clothing stall problems. We'll see. Let's make sure it's not abandoned. It's going to be abandoned. Okay. It won't be once this gets built. Let's see. Yep. Job done. Plenty of clothing in there. Now, it's probably worth building Flax Farm over here. But there we go. That should be 2 clothing stores now. How are you a firewood stall? Let's demolish that. They shouldn't be a firewood stall. There we go. Clothing stall. It's refixed now. She's gone ahead and built a clothing stall. So we should be all good. That took a bit of fiddling, but we got there. And once the ale comes in, we should be good over there. So March, all things should be back in place. And look at all these families over here now. Fantastic. So we finally got everything to where we want it to be. And we're even getting our own bread. I know we're buying it in as well, but we've got a little bit. Let's check the armies. Maxed. Okay. Things are looking good. So they must be coming in pretty well. And let's also now flip one of these houses. So we've got Bowyer's Workshop. We need another Bowyer's Workshop. And honestly, I think I'm going to get rid of this one because that orchard isn't doing much for us. So we're going to turn you into... I don't know if they have a second one. Bowyer's Workshop. Let's get that prioritized. And this is going to do normal bows. And there we have it. Normal bows. We're going to allow that. And then we're going to say war bows. Limit of 20. And then we'll go over to our trading posts. And we're going to unlock the bow trade. So we're going to export. So we'll say we don't want any actually. We just want those sold, right? Royal tax isn't a problem anymore. So we'll export war bows as well. We just need 325. So I'm just going to hold fire to actually hopefully hit this before it gets any further. And we just spent it all because they just bought loads of boost. we'll wait. Once that hits it, we do need to keep an eye on it. I do need to also go deal with these bandits because they're going to keep stealing my goods. And that is just, I think I'll send that to the treasury. We'll see how we get on. And now with this one granary in place, we've got the market, so let's get that upgraded. But I am also going to get in the next marketplace. Now, this needs to be in a position that's actually going to be beneficial. Now, this granary is just for the pub. Let's go ahead and consider where we're going to build. I'm thinking in here. I may even get it next to this. Let's just utilize this space because we're not going to be able to do much with it. So I'm quite happy just squeezing that in there. And then any new ones will go here. So I'll start building houses across this bit. Let's get a road to kind of accompany that. So we'll bring that in. We'll get the road going to it. And then I'll bring the rest. Bring that around there. And then we'll connect these guys up through the middle as well. Do want a tiny curve because it looks better. And then we'll start building there as well. All right, send these guys straight in to deal with that bandit camp. And we should be okay. Guys, we are on 78 sheep as well. Let's get in one more ox. So we're going to continually do that. And it is going to be where I end this one out. So we're stabilized once more. Well, I say once more. We're just in a good place now, aren't we? 2 regions. Really, really successful. I can't speak. Apologies. But yeah, I think in the next one, we're going to focus on potentially taking out that one next to us. So we'll kind of wipe them out. So we're weakening our enemy, or we like to pretend we are. And then we'll start the packing stations and get trading established between these two. But as always, guys, really appreciate you. Thumbs up, subscribe, all that jazz. Really, really appreciate you. Take it easy and have a good day. Bye-bye.